The way to do this is put the cantaloupe in with the skin and all. With the skin and all.
Do you know the name Jay Kordich? You should. For a time in the 90s, his was one of the most recognized faces in America. His TV infomercials for the Juiceman juicer turned him into an overnight sensation. He was over 65 years old when fame came, but his success was anything but instant.
My dad, my mom, that's me as a young boy, and my sister right here. And me in the Navy. Oh, I had no idea. No, I had no idea I was going to end up being the Juiceman. I had trained to become a football and track coach, you know? That was my physical education at USC. That was my major.
How did you make the change?
Oh, it was easy. It was easy because of what happened to me.
He was barely in his 20s when he was thrown into a fight for his life.
I all of a sudden, when I went to the bathroom, start, pardon the expression, peeing blood. And I knew that was something that was abnormal.
He was told he didn't have long to live. Desperate, Kordich found a doctor who was treating the terminally ill with fresh, raw juices, and Jay gave it a try.
There was no more pain even. And the spotting of blood on my shorts disappeared. I said, you know, this is something that's really valuable. This has got to be taught somewhere. Somebody has to carry the torch. You have 100% of the food value in your bloodstream.
He's been obsessed by the concept ever since.
For all those years, from 1948 on, I beat the drums for fruits and vegetables, you know? And there was nobody that did what I did.
For decades, he eked out a living until some marketing whiz combined Jay's passion with a product and had him do the same demonstrations he'd been doing all those years on television infomercials. Kordich made a connection. At the age of 67, he'd become a star, and no one was more surprised than he was.
I didn't have these aspirations. I became a millionaire because of it, you know? But that wasn't the focal point. That wasn't my driving factor. My driving factor was to teach people how important this was, indispensably important. To grab these fruits and vegetables and run them through a machine.
Is you can extract and utilize food that you cannot normally do edibly.
Then, as quickly as he burst onto the scene, Jay was gone, caught up in a legal disagreement with the maker of the machine. Kordich says part of the reason is, for him, it was never really about the product.
It doesn't make any difference if you buy my juicer or just go out and buy one from a department store. I don't care. But get in with it. Get in with it and start making these juices.
Does it frustrate you that you have competitors now?
About selling juicers? Never, never. It makes me feel good. These people now have heard the message that I've extolled for all these years. And there are people now selling juicers that would have never known about juicers, you know? And that's the beauty of it.
And you like that.
Oh yeah, I like that.
That's your reward.
Yeah, that shows me that I was right. That shows me that I was on the right track, teaching people how to stay healthy, how to keep their body from wearing out prematurely.
Even to this day, Jay, if you go by a restaurant and you smell that steak cooking and...
I think what a dead corpse that is.
Really? How about
Really?
like a hot, steamy apple pie?
Oh, I do that once in a while. But not the meat. Not the meat. I abstain from any animal product, you know?
And at the age of 87, Kordich has hit the road again with a new machine and a new book, but the same message.
I urge people, you become the cannery. You start making these juice. You want apple juice? You make it fresh. You want grape juice, stems and seeds and all, rush it through that juice machine. You know, it's beautiful when you can control being the cannery or the bottling house. Isn't that something? Fresh, unadulterated, not put through pasteurizing machine, no additives, no chemicals, no sugar, none. It's natural. And naturalness wins the game of life and longevity.
Still, even the father of juicing can't go on forever.
I know we're not immortal, you know, I know things are gonna happen and we're gonna finally leave this earth, but while we're here, to live it with vitality and energy and stamina and endurance and happiness and vigor. You know, it's really something. You know, we're all going to age. We're all going to be up there. But I never thought about it. Now that I'm 88 years old, I feel, you know, this stuff really works.